Welcome to the Downtown Kentucky Podcast. I'm Austin/Parfait.
And I'm Chris/Ox.
That's right, and we're here. We're back at it with another podcast. This is podcast number something.
10?
Something like that. 10 or 11.
I think we're on 10.
I think we're on 10.
Yeah.
I think that sounds about right.
Anyways.
We've been doing this for 10 episodes, which is crazy. It's
Yeah,
our
10
second.
weeks.
It's our second longest running series behind a series we actually started after, but somehow I've passed in it. It's Movie Club Commentary is our most longest, not our longest running, but our most episodes. Because there have been 2 weeks where there's been 1 week where we released 2 weeks. We missed a podcast while you were out of town, but we still had a Movie Club Commentary, and we did the special Halloween Movie Club Commentary. So we are at 2 more movie clubs than we are podcasts.
Wild.
Yeah. It started like half a week after, but it is 2 episodes more.
Classic.
Yeah, that's us. You know, we're making content. Some would say too much content, but
some would say.
You know, we keep doing it because, you know, we hope to someday be successful.
That is the dream.
That is the dream. No. I did some math.
And you know what? We're honestly closer than we've ever been. I guess you could say that literally at any point in the past.
But, like,
we're closer than we've ever been. We
were kind of stagnant for a little while in some of our growth channels, if you will. That's not the word I wanted to use, but that's the word we're using. We got some our follower count had gotten stagnant a little bit on Twitch, but we've had like 2 pretty successful streams lately that have kind of helped push us up there, and you know, so will we be affiliates before our 1-year anniversary? It's possible.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
It would be really sick if that was the case.
It would be. It would be pretty darn dope if we did that. We'll see if it happens. Probably not. We'll see if anyone shows up today, because as of right now, it says there's no one here. Oh, wait, no. Apple Pie Chart might be a person. They might be here.
Oh, let's go. Apple Pie Chart, what's up?
Yeah, if you're a real person, awesome. If you're a bot, also awesome. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for populating the chat. Hey, welcome to the Downtown Kentucky Podcast. Yeah.
It's a podcast.
What do we got on the...
so I guess
what do we got on the old roster for today?
Yeah. Real quick, before we get to that point, I want to... If this is your first time viewer, and you're like, what do these guys do? What is this podcast? Do you guys have a theme? Kind of. We talk about weird news stories. And mostly entertainment news, but sometimes just, okay, that's weird. And I go, that's something we can riff on for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
So
try to keep it lighthearted, so nothing too serious.
Yeah, I stay away from politics. I stay away from the Rona. We stay away from any topics like that because, you know, even though that shouldn't be political, it's become political. Ain't that great?
Yeah.
Well, our first story is nothing to do with politics.
That's right, baby!
It's just fun, weird news. It's our title story. You may have noticed the title of this podcast and been like, oh, I guess they're going to talk about that. At least on Twitch. We'll see if YouTube has the same title. Maybe this whole bit right here is stupid and not needed once I think of a better name at the end of this. We'll see.
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell. Our first story, though, is all about Warner Brothers' new Smash clone, which we have talked about before. We talked about it as a rumor because I heard about some rumors. I have, you know, some connections, which is other YouTubers who have connections.
The internet.
Yeah, the internet is my connection. The internet was talking about it, so I was like, I guess we can talk about that. But it's confirmed. Warner Brothers has confirmed it. Pretty much all the leaks were 100% correct. We did not go into like the leaked roster that day when we talked about this before, but from what I remember, this is pretty much all accurate, this leaked roster.
Wow.
So let's talk about... Well, I guess first we'll mention the name of this game. It's called MultiVersus. And I both love and hate it.
Yeah.
I like me a good pun. If you're a long-time viewer or a new-time viewer who's looked back in our catalog, you may notice our previous failed show sit commentary and go, that guy likes a pun. And you're right. I do like a good pun. And I respect MultiVersus for that, but I also hate it and it makes me cringe.
Yeah, it's kind of a cringe name.
Yeah, but like I respect the effort.
Mm.
I respect the effort.
Yeah, well, that's valid. It's valid.
Well, this new game, there's no details on when it's going to be coming out or anything like that, but they do have the roster, which has been announced, which is, well, the roster so far. They've said that there's going to be even more, which, like we kind of speculated, this should be a game that roster should never end. Warner Brothers has such a huge library. They should have so many DLC packs and keep milking us for money, because there's so many things they could, like, give very niche, like, oh, you love Game of Thrones? Here's the Game of Thrones pack. You know, like, they should do that. Like, it's good business and it would work.
Yeah, I mean, Space Jam 2 clearly demonstrated that Warner Brothers has plenty of IPs to spare.
Yeah.
So, I don't think that there should be a hypothetical end to this roster.
They should have, like, the biggest roster ever at some point. But, you know, for now, they've only announced, I believe it's like 9 or so characters. Let's run them down.
No, what would be a real power play was if they teamed up with EA to make this game and they released 18 different DLCs for all the add-on characters.
I respect that. Our first character we have is Batman, of course.
Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
We have Superman, who I guess if you play him, the game just ends because he's too overpowered.
Yeah, you just punch through somebody and they die instantly.
You automatically win. We have Wonder Woman. Solid character. Got that DC representation there. We got Harley Quinn.
Lots of DC representation.
Yeah, lots of DC representation. We're actually going to skip around on this list because I want to save one of these for last because it's my favorite. We're going to go next to Bugs Bunny.
Yep.
Classic Warner, makes sense. Arya Stark, like I mentioned earlier. Game of Thrones DLC. Won't be able to include Arya, but you can include everyone else, so, you know. Jake the dog.
Okay.
Finn the human. So we got that Adventure Time representation.
Love it.
We got Steven Universe and Garnet from Steven Universe. I could care less, but hey, I guess some people like it, so good for them.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's weird to just include Garnet, but I guess she does have, like, the most easy to map out moveset. She's just like...
There is a chance, to be fair, to give...
Big fist.
To give Warner, a chance. This is just what they've announced so far. They could announce a ton more before the game actually comes out, because I don't think there's even a date or even a general timeline given. And if there was, I didn't see it, and I'm not a journalist. I never claimed to be. And then, in my opinion, my favorite character announcement, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Not anyone else from Scooby-Doo, just Shaggy, because of the meme, and I respect that.
Yeah, there's definitely been plenty of people who have modded Shaggy into Super Smash Brothers.
See,
and played as Shaggy already.
Yeah.
And all I have to say is, if they don't make him the strongest character in the game, then
exactly. I know if you have
that is their loss.
If you're DC and you have Superman or Warner and you have Superman in a game, you have to bring in someone who has a chance against him, and the only person is Shaggy.
Shaggy at 10% power. Stronger than Superman.
And then one of the only other actual details we have on this, which is really cool, is everyone in this is going to be voiced by their I think I read original voice actors, but that's not 100% accurate. But they are being voiced by voice actors who have voiced these characters in the past, which is something the Nickelodeon, which is something the Nickelodeon game did not do, and people were mad about it. It's like, wait, what? Half these actors are still completely readily available. You just didn't get them.
Yep.
But yeah, they are this new game. They will have all the voice actors. They've announced Kevin Conroy is going to be Batman, and I don't remember who was Superman or Wonder Woman. Harley Quinn's going to be what's her name? The queen of voice acting. What's her name? She's blonde. She plays Timmy Turner and Dill Pickles and.
Well, I'm blanking too.
Oh, okay. See, Tara Strong.
They're strong.
But the thing is, Chris...
I started with the T. I was like, Tamara?
The thing is, Chris, you're also kind of a jerk sometimes, and you could have just been being like, come on, Austin, why don't you know it? And I'm like, oh, no, Chris, this is a podcast. Don't ruin this just to spite me. But I believe She was not the original voice actor. Like, she's one of the ones I know specifically was not the original voice actress for Harley Quinn, but she has been the voice actress for Harley Quinn many times, so it's fine. But yeah, so that's cool. All they do have. Yeah, that's cool. That's one up on Nickelodeon. Take that, Nick.
That is a one up on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Now, as to whether or not the game will actually be enjoyable to play, is another matter.
Oh, who knows?
But,
probably not.
Yeah. Hats off to Warner Brothers for actually getting people to voice act their characters. It's an extra layer of finesse on the game.
I respect.
Because as me and Austin know, sound is very important.
It is very important. Sound is the most important part of gaming. That's reference.
I normally don't comment on sound in a game, but this really makes you feel like you're playing Warner Brothers.
That is a reference to the video game. I almost call it the video game Game Dev Tycoon, which is a fun game that we have a currently ongoing series over on our here on Twitch or on YouTube. You can find it on both. Right. Show up, watch that. It'll be fun. You'll enjoy yourself, maybe, or you won't, and that's fine. You don't have to.
Yeah, if you don't like listening to people just talk about nothing, you can listen to us talk about making video games.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing. So if you don't like us, don't watch it. Just leave. Just leave. Give us a quick follow, and click no notifications. But then leave. It's fine. We understand. We respect it. But just help a brother out. Give us a quick follow. It helps boost us in the algorithm thing. Just help a brother out.
Yeah.
Our next story is it's a reoccurring segment that I wish wasn't a reoccurring segment. It's crypto news, crypto/NFT/ I hate the world we live in news.
Oh, I totally didn't even read this entire title of the segment. All I read was the typo you sent me in the email.
Yeah, you did. You just called me out on the typo before we started. But yeah. So.
Wow.
There's the famous building in LA, the Staples Center. It is where the Lakers play and a bunch of other things happen there. It has a new name now. Chris, will you
tell me all about it?
You don't want to read? Okay, I'll read it.
Okay, no, I can do it.
All right, you read that new name for me.
So, as everyone very excited about, the Staples Center is now being renamed the Crypto.com Arena.
Yeah. Crypto.com, the Singapore cryptocurrency exchange that everyone uses, maybe? I don't know. Maybe people who like crypto use it. I've never even heard of it.
Yep.
They've paid so much money to get this right, these naming rights.
How much money, you might ask? More than $700 million.
For a 20-year deal. So as long as crypto, .com doesn't go out of business in the next 20 years, it will, almost definitely. But if somehow it didn't, the name of that arena will be Crypto.com Arena for the next 20 years.
Here's to the era of crypto. Hooray! We live in a dystopian future.
Yeah. The fact that some random crypto exchange has $700 million to just throw around in buying naming rights.
You know what? I don't like the Staples Center. I want it to be the Crypto.com Arena.
I support Staples. Fellow member of downtown Kentucky works at Staples, and Staples is cool.
Oh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know if that's considered. I hope he'd be okay with me saying that.
You're just gonna dox Alpha like that?
I mean, I haven't told you where he lives or anything else, but yeah, he does.
Now they know he works at a Staples.
Oh no! But yeah, I'm disappointed mostly because, as a member of downtown Kentucky, I respect Staples, and I'm disappointed that Staples has lost the rights mostly.
Yeah, I mean, the Staples Center doesn't sound super great.
It doesn't,
but it does sound a lot better than Crypto.com Arena.
I'll be real. The Staples Center kind of sucks, but I'm used to the Staples Center. I've gotten used to that's the Staples Center. Yeah, that's the big arena in LA. Yeah, got it. Cool. Oh wait, what? It's the Crypto.com Arena? The Crypto Arena probably. No one's gonna say Crypto.com. It's way too long.
Yeah. Crypto.com Crypto.com arena. So bad.
Yeah, I hate it. I'm mad. I'm genuinely angry.
We should get Bitcoin and Dogecoin to fight it out in the Crypto.com
I
arena.
think there's rumors that this is completely. I could be wrong. I think there's rumors that Dogecoin is considering buying the arena, like the baseball stadium that the Dodgers play in.
Oh?
Yeah.
So crypto is taking over all of the arenas for no reason
I
really
could,
whatsoever.
I could be completely wrong about that. That might have been a joke someone said, and I didn't pay attention enough to know that it was a joke. But there's a chance that that might be a thing that is happening, and I'm just, yeah.
Well, at least Doge Field sounds a little bit better than Crypto.com arena.
Well, it can't be that. It's gotta be the Dozers arena.
The Dozers?
Yeah, the Dozers. They have to rename the team. Can they just buy the team, actually? Don't buy the arena, buy the team.
That would be a lot funny. Just having a Doge face.
You just have
on
a
your
Doge, yeah, the Doge face on the outfit. And then
what team do you play for? The Dozers.
Yeah. They basically just added extra E to Dodgers because, because it's Dozers. It's so bad. I hate it. You know what? We live in a world where Crypto.com arena is real, so this sounds like it could be a joke, but who knows? I give it.
Who knows?
If Crypto.com keeps the name rights for the next 20 years, we are living in a timeline where the Dozers is possible.
Yeah, we really are. With at the right price, anything is possible.
Anything is
and
possible.
Boy, howdy, does cryptocurrency have way more money than it ought to.
To be fair, I don't know if Dogecoin is doing well enough that they could buy a sports team.
I don't think so. Well,
apparently Crypto.com is.
Yeah. Well, Singapore.
Yeah.
Has a lot of money in it. So.
Yeah. Well, it's time to move on to more weird tech news. Not quite as dystopian, but still. Wait, what? No, you can't. You gotta be kidding me! Kind of news. In a very cryptic tweet from the official Crazy Frog Twitter, they have said that they are coming back December 10th.
That's right.
I feel like
after how many years has it been since Crazy Frog died?
Mid 2000s when Crazy Frog mattered.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you are like me and who only knew Crazy Frog by name and don't know any of the story, I did watch a video recently that kind of explained the story. So the story is there was this guy who was trying to make noises of a motorcycle. That video apparently he was really annoying, so that got put on some other site and then sped up. And then eventually, a couple more steps down the line, this guy puts it to this animated Crazy Frog, who back then had a penis. Because apparently in Europe, they thought that'd be cool. When it came to America, our Crazy Frog didn't have a penis. But real Crazy Frog has a penis.
Yeah.
And
Europeans are really big about, nudity and body positivity.
And from, I believe, a statement from the owner of Crazy Frog, who is announcing that he's coming back, when asked about this, I believe he has said he will have a penis again.
And that's really all anyone could ask for.
So yes, but yeah, so that annoying song was remixed to a I don't remember what song was the first song that it was remixed to, but it was remixed to some song initially, and then that video went viral, and then he became a musical artist after that, where he had 7 albums or something crazy like that of just taking those sound effects from that video and just mixing it to him singing other songs. And we're getting more of that. He's back. I believe in a statement, the initial tweet just says he's coming back December 10th, but I believe the person who owns the rights to him has said that it is the plans to do TikTok stuff with him, trying to get the TikTok generation to fall in love with Crazy Frog, which, I'll be honest, it seems believable. It seems possible.
Yeah, it stands a decent chance to do that.
The problem they're facing is they want it to happen. If they didn't want this to happen, give it a year, the TikTokers would have found Crazy Frog, and that would have been the new Berries and Cream.
Berries and Cream?
You don't know anything about the Berries and Cream? So there's this old...
That sounds really old.
Yeah, it was this old commercial. can't remember if it was Starburst or Skittles.
Oh.
And it's got this guy called the Little Lad with this really awful haircut who did this little stupid dance about berries and cream.
Berries and cream.
Yeah. So that sound has become the big thing, and the guy who actually was in it now has like his own like Patreon and stuff, and his own TikTok. Not Patreon. What's the one where you pay people for short videos? Cameo.
Man.
He has a Cameo and his own TikTok where he posts little videos of him doing the berries and cream thing still now. So good for him. Good for that random actor who gets to like be like, oh, the internet loves me for no reason out of nowhere. Cool. Like, good for him.
Yeah. Get to see some success off of it.
Hello, Obi-Wan Kenobi. We're talking about Crazy Frog. Crazy Frog is back. Are you excited? We're excited, right? No, we're not. I don't care.
No. Yeah.
I also feel like they haven't announced it at all, but there's no way there will not be Crazy Frog NFTs, which also makes me angry.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, hey, we went from 1 viewer to 5. That's crazy. All right.
Thanks, Twitch. Thanks for. To be fair, for a while when I was looking over there, it said we had a couple more. So I think it's now giving us credit for them. We don't. Probably TikTok is how the company who owns them wants to try to make money again.
Yeah. If you look at that, money makes the world go around. And it also turns the Staples Center into the Crypto.com arena, which you did miss.
Yeah.
And is a thing.
But we're not going to talk about that again because as much as we would like to give Weeagooby the news, she'll have to just go back and watch the VOD because for the people who did watch this on VOD, we don't want to double down on stories for them.
Right. Now, speaking of money, what's this about Brown Friday?
Oh, Brown Friday. Brown Friday is a huge holiday amongst a certain subsect of people, which is people who how do I put this nicely? People who work in the plumbing industry. Brown Friday is exactly what you think it is. Brown Friday is poop. Just like how Black Friday is big in other parts for people like you who work in retail. Brown Friday is the day where, unlike people like you in retail who hate their lives on Black Friday, plumbers apparently love Brown Friday because it might be a little extra work that day, but they get a lot more money because everyone's toilets get backed up from all the extra food they ate, all the extra people they had at their house, and there's an insane jump in need for plumbers apparently the day after Thanksgiving because of all people who came into town. You have all your family in town. That's a lot of extra strain on your plumbing system. And they call it Brown Friday because, poop is funny.
Wow. Outstanding.
Yeah.
That's welcome to the poop podcast.
Yeah, we sometimes talk about poop.
Yeah, we're guys.
Yeah, we talk about poop.
We laugh at fart jokes.
Yeah, we'll laugh at poop. Poop is funny. Yeah.
Haha, funny poop.
Poop. I want to. This is that point where we talk about ideas I have for later. I want to have a parody of Poof from Fairly Odd Parents that just says poop all the time.
No.
No?
And also no.
Dang it.
Oh, jeez.
But I want to do it. It'll be fun. Okay.
That's
fine.
wild. Brown Friday.
Yeah, Brown Friday. Yeah, apparently plumbers are big on it. Apparently apparently it's a gross it's a gross day for them, but it's also a day that brings them in a lot of money, so they're happy with it. So.
I can't say that. At least at our household, I don't think we've ever had issues.
I haven't either, but it doesn't surprise me that there would be a rise in the potential when you're adding more strain on a system.
On paper, it makes a lot of sense. And then in practice, I'm like, I don't know if I've ever had that. I've seen that happen, but
I don't.
Good for plumbers.
I think in my life we've contacted a plumber maybe 5 times. We've just been lucky and haven't had to deal with plumbers often, which I'm very thankful for because dealing with plumbers is a hassle.
Yeah, I can probably count on one hand the number of times we've had plumbers at our house. Yeah, it's not fun.
no, plumbing. But it's a necessary job, and I'm glad they're there.
And hats off to all the plumbers.
Hats off to our necessary warriors. I salute the service of our plumbers.
I was gonna try to make a butt crack joke. Our crack are crack warriors, but that just sounds like they do
They do
drugs.
crack.
Yeah.
They're just a bunch of crackheads. I also salute our crackheads.
Anyway,
speaking of people who might have done crack, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
Tell you,
wouldn't surprise me. Famed horrible human being R. Kelly is in the news recently, but not for himself. R. Kelly's cellmate, he is I believe a metal singer who, I don't remember why he's in jail, but it's a really bad reason. He's not a cool guy. We shouldn't like him. Has made a comic book in jail of him and R. Kelly doing yoga, amongst other parts of their lives in jail. But his hope is to show this to
the parole officer.
Yeah, to show this to his judge, because he hadn't seen a judge yet. He wanted to show this to the judge to try to show that he's not as bad as it may seem from what. I don't remember what crimes he committed, but there was something not great. And I try to say, look, he's shown that he can benefit his life by, doing yoga and stuff. Yeah. That's really the story. It's an absurd story of just look at this picture of. It's like I didn't get pictures of it, but it's like R. Kelly and this random metalhead doing yoga in jail, and that's the comic book pretty much.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wait, hold on. There's no way that is the same guy as that guy.
I don't know.
But, so I looked up R. Kelly's cellmate, who is Brendan Hunt, and then I looked up Brendan Hunt, who is maybe an American actor.
I don't know. All I know, I heard that he was like a metal singer of some sort. And this was supposed to show that he both can make friends and still be creative, and how that should, I don't know, lessen his sentence somehow. It honestly didn't make a lot of sense, this guy's idea. I think if anything, they might be able to pull a insanity plea off of it. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing the title page of the comic.
Yeah.
And
I probably should have done an image of it, but I didn't. You can do your own search. I'm sorry. I was a little pressed for time today. I was a little behind schedule. Sorry about that. Yeah, so we're actually done with news stories already. I kind of rolled through a little quicker than I was expecting, but
Oopsie poopsies.
It happens.
Don't worry,
sometimes.
we'll find a way to
I'm sure
fly through all of the Tournament of Champions and take 4 hours.
I mean, it wouldn't shock me. But first,
It's what we do best.
it's time for one of my favorite segments of our 3 segments we do.
Oh.
It's time for Movie Club. Woo!
Woo!
Chris, what's a movie club?
Movie club's like a book club, but for movies.
Oh
What's a
my
book club, you
goodness.
might ask? It's a club where people get together, they talk about a book that they read.
Oh my goodness.
We don't like to read, though.
No, reading's for losers.
Reading, unfortunately, makes me fall asleep because I'm pretty sure I'm narcoleptic. So instead, we watch movies. Every week.
We do.
So if you guys want to be a part of that conversation,
Yeah.
and watch the movies we're watching.
Yeah, we announce the movie at the end of every movie club, what movie we're watching next week. So, if you want to be a part of it, hey, watch that movie. You can even watch it, feel like you're watching it with us, because every Thursday on YouTube, we upload Movie Club Commentary, which is a supplemental commentary track we give to watch the movie with us. And you get to hear us make jokes about the movie the whole time, or sometimes, on a much rarer occasion, just fall in love with the movie we planned on hating.
Right.
Today's movie we're talking about is Home Sweet Home Alone, which on paper sounds like a terrible idea, and I was angry that it was even existing, because Home Alone 1 and 2 are some of my favorite Christmas movies, and, well, they made a lot of sequels. They made, this was technically Home Alone 6. And, yeah, so this was a great movie, and it was the reason. Little peek behind the curtain. We typically like to watch relatively bad movies because it gives us something to crap on and make fun of, and that's kind of what movie club commentary is listen to us make fun of a bad movie. Occasionally we'll watch a movie that's like kind of fun but still has a lot of weird flaws. Like, I think a good example of that would be like Spy Kids 1 is genuinely kind of a fun movie, but it's still a weird 2000s kids movie, so there's a lot of stuff to be cynical about and make fun of. This movie, there wasn't much to make fun of. It was just a good time.
Yeah, it was a lot more enjoyable than I anticipated it to be, and I'm not sure it was like if it was just because I had like so much negative expectations just set up before this movie, or if it was just actually genuinely good.
Yeah, I feel like it's somewhere in between.
I didn't hate it
still
nearly as much as I wanted to.
Yeah, like there were many a times where I just enjoyed it. Like, it was fun. I will say the one thing to make fun of, be mad about, like the main kid, the kid in that picture.
Yeah.
He was pretty annoying and kind of insufferable. But
yeah, no, he was definitely the worst part of the movie.
But the thing is, despite the marketing and what it might make you believe, he's not the star of this movie.
No.
He's not the main character. This story is very much a little spoilers if you want to watch this without any spoilers. I guess spoiler warning. We'll jump to about probably 5 minutes or so after this. We'll be done talking about this. The movie is about the thieves.
Yeah.
And it's just like and they're very well written and very funny, and they're characters that don't really want to be thieves. They just kind of are put into a situation where they have to be. Well, don't have to. They feel like they have to be.
Right.
And they're very funny. You're rooting for them the whole time. Like, there's a lot of fun callbacks to the original. There's Kevin McAllister's brother Buzz from the first movie is in this as a cop, and it's a really funny little side bit with him. Like, yeah, it's just
aside from the part where he's eating, which is awful, and I hate it.
And that's not the only time where character ate in a obnoxious way.
Yeah,
that is kind of a sub thing for some reason.
I don't know why, but it's awful every time.
So, yeah.
But aside from that,
it was just
a surprisingly enjoyable watch.
Yeah, and I will say, I wanna, the thing I want to complain about right here is the consensus I've seen online about this movie.
Which is?
It sucks.
Oh.
It's terrible. How dare they make it? Which, that one is like, okay, so you're not actually basing this off of seeing this movie. I think a lot of these people were like, it's like, oh, that wasn't as good as the original. It's like, no, it wasn't, but it also wasn't a 2 out of 10 bad. You're crazy.
Yeah.
And like, there's a lot of people like, oh, they don't. It's not even about the kid. It's like, okay, that means the plot's different. That's not actually a flaw.
They made an original Home Alone movie.
Yeah, they took a different take on a beloved classic. Like, what? Like, if they would have just done a shot-for-shot remake, you would have complained that they were making a shot-for-shot remake. They tried to do something different, and you complain, well, that's just not right. It's like, what?
This is oh man, what is it? I can't think of it. But there's something else that got like remade, and then it wasn't like exactly what it was from the source material, and people were really upset. And then alternatively, you have the example of the new Cowboy Bebop show that just got released on Netflix, which maybe tries a little bit too hard to remain faithful to the source material, and is also garbage because of it. Along with other decisions made. So, you know, I don't think you can go wrong as long as you just write a good movie.
Which I thought this was. I thought it was really funny.
And it was fairly well written. Like, the jokes were... I mean, they weren't hilarious, but they made me chortle, which is not what most of the movies we watched have done.
Exactly. At most, I normally laugh at how bad the movie is. I didn't do that this time. I planned on that. I planned on ripping this movie a new one. I didn't get that opportunity. So in that sense, this movie has failed me as a movie club movie. But as just a fun holiday movie, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's all right.
7 out of 10.
Would I watch it again? Probably not.
That's fair. I probably
Would I recommend it to someone if they have like nothing else to watch and they like to watch holiday movies? Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So yeah, that's been Home Sweet Home Alone. Next week we are watching a movie that is terrible.
Yeah.
Chris, what's next week? What is the holiday next week?
Thanksgiving.
That's
guys.
right. Thanksgiving is by next week. I mean, literally tomorrow is when, or not tomorrow, Wednesday. Wednesday is when the video is actually going to come out on Thursday for y'all. That's right. We're watching a Thanksgiving movie. The only Thanksgiving movie I could find.
That's right.
Jack and Jill, starring Adam Sandler
and
Adam Sandler.
As his own sister.
Oh God, I'm so not looking forward to that one. And
I've never seen that movie, and I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, unlike this movie, which I just went into hoping it'd be bad. That movie, the consensus is it's bad. But at the same point, though, the consensus online is this movie's bad. So maybe Jack and Jill will be great.
Yeah, I mean, consensuses aren't always right.
Jack and Jill's gonna be bad.
But yeah, no, it's gonna be pretty terrible.
Oh, it's gonna be so bad. Oh, I'm so. All right, well, time for a segment that's a little more fun, a little more lighthearted. It's time for trailer talk. There's no graphics for this one. You don't want to see another random font on the screen. So our trailer we're talking about this week is the second trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah.
Which, just like the first trailer, not to the same extent, I will say. The first trailer got me so pumped, so excited. The second trailer has only got me pretty pumped and pretty excited, not super pumped and super excited. It looks really good still. Some little bits and pieces from this trailer. We got pretty much a confirmation on a Sinister Six involvement. I mean, they haven't said those words, but if you watch the trailer, there are 6 villains in it, which, I mean, that's not Sinister Six. Sinister Six. I don't know if we're ever gonna get a Sinister Six in a movie.
Yeah.
So, I guess little bits from the trailer, those reveals. Let's be honest, that's the part of the trailer that's really good. The rest of the trailer is just kind of like getting you tiny little bit more plot pieces and like funny moments, like the kids think Doc Ock is a stupid name because Doc Ock is a stupid name.
Yeah, it is pretty stupid.
Yeah, stuff like that. There's a funny interaction between Doctor Strange and Peter and MJ and Ned about how they need to go Scooby-Doo this stuff. It's like, that's funny. That Scooby goes, that's fun. It's fun things. It's fun. It's fun. The movie looks great. I can't wait till it comes out. I'm genuinely super excited about this movie. Whether we get...
It does look like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, whether we get the rumored other Spider-Man, which would be amazing moment. Even if we don't get that, I don't care. This movie's going to be great without it. You know? There's... one other thing that was teased in this, they kind of which I think almost confirms that we will see other Spider-Man in this, is we had a moment where MJ is falling like every other love of Spider-Man has fallen in each other franchise. And will he save her? I think my answer, just blatant guesswork here, is no. Tom Holland will not save MJ. Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire will.
Oh.
He will not be able to get it.
Cool moment.
But Andrew Garfield will do what he couldn't do. I think it really needs to be Andrew Garfield.
A really cool moment.
It would need to be Andrew Garfield because Tobey did save Mary Jane. So it would need to be Andrew Garfield getting to save Peter's love. It's not his Peter's love, but it's still to get that moment of closure. I think would be really awesome.
Yeah. Be able to do what he couldn't do the first time.
Yeah, but that's all. That right there is pure speculation. Andrew Garfield has been asked a million times if he's in this movie, and he said no a million times. I feel so sorry for Andrew Garfield. Just leave the poor man alone. Be surprised if he's in the movie. Stop asking the poor man. He has to tell you no. That's his job.
Yeah.
Or he's not in it.
He probably has signed an NDA.
Yeah. He's either not in it.
Even if he is in it.
Yeah. He's either not in it, and his answer is, I'm not in it. Please let me not be in it. Just accept it. Or he is in it and can't tell you because it's his job to not tell you. Stop asking the poor man.
It's okay. It's okay to be surprised.
Yeah, it's okay to be surprised.
To not know what's going to happen. Yeah, it's okay to like Home Sweet Home Alone.
It is. It's okay to like Home Sweet Home Alone. I would argue if you don't like Home Sweet Home Alone, you're a monster with no soul.
Wow. All right. I mean, I don't know about that.
I'm joking. But back to not so much speculation, but just confirmed things in this trailer. Let's run down these 6 villains in this movie that we know are in this movie. We have Doc Ock, which we knew about since the first trailer. We had Green Goblin, looks to be Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, which was confirmed.
It sure does.
Which was confirmed in the first trailer through a goblin bomb.
Yep.
This movie, now we've got a confirmation of Electro.
Mm-hmm. And Sandman.
And Sandman. That only takes us to 5, though, you may be thinking. Right?
That's right.
No, wait, that's only 4. That's only 4, you may be thinking. And
we can count.
I said there were 6 in this. That's right. The lizard is seen in the trailer if you look really closely.
Very briefly.
Yeah, he is in it. And there is a different goblin also shown in the trailer. There is a moment.
Really?
There is a moment in like one spot where you see a goblin that looks like it is either Harry Osborn from one of the other 2 movies, or a popular fan theory that I really hope happens is Green Goblin gets Ned to be Hobgoblin like he does in the comics. That'd be really cool. That's, once again, pure speculation, but there is definitely a point where you can tell it is a different... He's on like a different board. It looks more like one of the other ones, like either the really crappy Green Goblin from the Amazing Spider-Man series, or the almost as bad Green Goblin of James Franco playing Hobgoblin, or Green Goblin 2. I don't think they actually call him Hobgoblin. They just call him Green Goblin again, basically, in Spider-Man 3. But there he is, definitely like his outfit is completely not the Green Goblin, Willem Dafoe, and he's on his board looks a lot different that he's riding on. So it looks like that is probably our 6th villain. Which, I'll be honest, I'm super excited. As you can tell, as I'm explaining all these details, I watched someone else tell me about it. I was like, oh my gosh, you're right, that is there. That's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. But yeah, it looks like we have 6 characters confirmed. It's 2 goblins, a Sandman, a Electro, a Lizard, and Doc Ock.
And we do also get to see a Spider-Man in a black suit.
We do have a black suit.
What does it mean?
Probably some sort of stealth suit. Does not look like the Venom suit.
But it does look like black Spider-Man, like Spider-Man Venom suit. Spider-Man.
Kind of. It also
like
just kind
Spider-Man 3.
It kind of does, but it also looks like he's also had stealth suits that are also black. Like, I don't think that confirms anything. Like, it could be.
I don't know if it does either.
It wouldn't. Here's the thing. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if there's even more in this. Like, yeah, there's probably gonna be 7 more characters in this movie they haven't even announced. This movie's just gonna be everything you could ever want. I just my hope, my last bit of like fan predictions of what I want in this is I want, at least in a closing credit scene, please give me John Mulaney as Spider-Ham in CGI. Give me Spider-Ham, please.
It's not happening, man.
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's gonna happen. That is completely me wanting it, but they put what's the stupid duck in Guardian? They put the stupid duck. Yeah, like
put stupid duck in Guardians.
What's the stupid duck's name?
Harry? No.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
They put Howard the Duck as a post-credit scene in Guardians. It would not surprise me at all in a, let's not call it Spider-Verse movie, to have Spider-Ham show up for a post-credits throwaway scene that's not actually part of the plot.
Yeah.
Like having John, like a CGI Spider-Ham run and be like, "Am I too late for the fight?" Oh, and then he pulls out a sandwich and walks off screen. I could totally see that. It would not surprise me at all. It would delight me entirely.
That's fair.
Come on, Disney. You already have him under contract for, Chip and Dale. Let's get him into a real quick VO booth for Spider-Man 3.
Oh, jeez.
Well, we're a little early, but that's okay. It's time for our last segment of the day.
Yeah.
It's time for Tournament of Champions, which I'm not switching over to the graphic yet because I want to explain Tournament of Champions because you might have not been here last week.
That's right. You might not have.
Last week we ended we had our Tournament of Champions for Season 0. And you may be saying, what's that mean?
Season 0.
That's called us retconning things.
Yeah, that is what that's called.
And we've changed the format. If you've been a long-time viewer or a more recent-time viewer who saw it, whatever, our Season 0 Tournament of Champions had themes. Each episode was a theme. And I'll be honest, it was really hard to come up with compelling themes. And so we're not doing themes anymore. I have a giant list of names. I am planning, hopefully, to at some point get around 512 names written down to be potential people who could be pulled from. I currently have 372 names written down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I have pulled the first 8 for today, which is the first episode of Season 1.
That's right.
So let's see what we got.
You guys will be just as delighted as I am to see some of the names on this list.
I want to let you know, there's nothing was off limits on this list. Yeah, there's a lot of names. That is a lot of names. The kind of idea there was I wanted it to be divisible by 8, and also basically what that comes down to is 512 means we could hypothetically do 8 seasons of this. Is what that is. Will we? Who knows? But we could. So let's see what our stage 1, round 1, whatever you want to call it, tournament 1 of season 1. Season 1, episode 1, I believe is what I titled it on this little picture we're about to switch to. Okay. Season 1, episode 1, Tournament of Champions. On the West Coast, we have Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo/Kazooie. It's them together because, let's be honest, they are literally one character. It's just...
Yeah?
Yeah. We have Banjo/Kazooie. We have Dash from The Incredibles.
Oh, another speedster.
Another speedster. When in doubt, speedsters all the way, baby.
Classic.
We have Venom versus Killer Croc.
2
returning men right there, Venom and Killer Croc. They have both been in tournaments before.
Yeah, they have.
They both did different levels of okay.
Well, Venom did win his respective bracket. So.
No. Oh, he did. He did win his first bracket. You're right. I forgot about that. He won the Marvel Superheroes bracket. But that doesn't matter anymore. That's Season 0. Season 0 doesn't matter.
That's right.
This is Season 1, baby. Let's
move on over. Season, new us.
Yeah, Season 1, Episode 1. Let's move over to the East Coast. We have a raptor from Jurassic Park.
It's my favorite character.
Versus Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. Then we have also on the East Coast, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Scorpion. And you may be asking, what Scorpion? Is this Scorpion from Mortal Kombat or Scorpion from the Spider-Man world? This is Mortal Kombat, but spoiler alert, the other Scorpion is in the giant pool of brackets. You could see him someday. Will you? I don't know.
I don't even know who Spider-Man Scorpion is, so...
Well, you have to do some research.
I guess I will.
He's in Into the Spider-Verse. He's one of the giant...
Yeah.
That's a kind of different version of him, but that is one of the versions of him.
Okay.
Alright, let's head on over, though, to our West Coast first round.
Let's do it.
We have Banjo-Kazooie versus Dash from The Incredibles.
So, what happens here is Banjo shoots an egg at Dash while he's running at him.
But then does Kazooie run him real quick up like a surface that he can't go up? Squawking the whole time really annoyingly, but that's the only way to get around faster is the really annoying squawking bird that squawks the whole time you're playing the game?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, cool.
No, you get it.
And then so he tries to throw that egg at Dash, and then what happens? Dash moves out of the way, and then right back into the same spot after the egg passes through.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then as he walk over and just literally phase through them, taking their heart out.
I don't know if Dash is that brutal.
No, he puts a tack on their chair.
He could. He could is the thing. And
He
so
could.
that is why
Yeah,
Dash
no, Dash definitely
unfortunately beat Banjo-Kazooie.
Dash definitely does win.
Yeah.
Now moving on to our second West Coast bracket matchup, if you will. Yeah, my brain broke there in the middle of that sentence. We're just going to move right along and pretend like it didn't.
Okay.
We have Venom from the Marvel Universe. If you don't know who Venom is, that's fair. Taking on Killer Croc, who is a Batman villain, who is famously in the first Suicide Squad movie.
And if you're not really sure what powers the Killer Croc is, if you know who the Lizard is,
Yeah.
Spider-Man,
Or King Shark, who's also a DC character that's basically just him, but a shark instead of a crocodile. Yeah. He's just kind of big and strong, and
also look like an animal.
Yeah, and
sharp teeth.
Likes watching the BET.
Well,
and he's beautiful.
And he's beautiful. Well, yeah. That was the first Suicide Squad, and we don't talk about that movie.
No, we do. We don't. We never stop talking about that movie. Is it good? No. But will we ever let it live it down? No.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that Venom probably beats Killer Croc.
I think it's Venom.
Yeah,
but I do think it wasn't. Like, here's the thing, Venom is harder to kill, I think. But Venom is also just kind of a strong dude. I think Killer Croc took it to him for a while. But just
Venom is a strong dude, but also has like ability to manipulate his own body into like different shapes and forms.
That's true. No, you're right. I still think Killer Croc lasted longer than I think. In our description there, you might think, oh, Killer Croc just got destroyed. I don't think he got destroyed. I do think he loses every time you run this in a simulation. But I think it's longer than some people out there would have against Venom. Yeah. Like, someone else who's in the brackets, who you could see someday, is Rocky Balboa. Rocky Balboa gets killed by Venom in a minute. Not even he doesn't even make it out round one, okay? Like, Killer Croc...
Rocky Balboa gets eaten by Venom.
Yeah, Killer Croc, he makes it to the end of a 10-round Rocky-style boxing fight before he loses.
Yeah, before Venom gets bored.
Yeah. All right, time for the fight of the century, the fight everyone has wanted. It is a raptor from Jurassic Park taking on Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty.
Now, is this the raptor Blue from Jurassic Park?
No, that's not. No, because Blue could be, reasoned with. This is just a wild raptor from one of the early ones, who aren't real raptors though, because it's way too big to be it's not a velociraptor, which is what they call it, because it is way too big to be a velociraptor. It's probably an oviraptor.
Pretty small.
Not to get into, the science of raptors.
Yeah, because I don't know enough about the science of raptors to talk about.
But from what we saw in the first Jurassic Park, does Rick Sanchez beat him in 5 minutes or 1?
Probably 1.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling. I feel like
just knowing Rick Sanchez probably has some
to be fair, Rick
molecular
Sanchez
matter shifting gun on him at all times.
Rick Sanchez could be drunk enough that he stumbles a little bit and the raptor gets a chance of getting 5 minutes, but eventually Rick realizes what he's doing and he vaporizes it.
Yeah,
it's Rick Sanchez. Rick Sanchez, who, he's Rick Sanchez.
Is Rick Sanchez.
Is Jurassic
and if you
Park
watch Rick and Morty, you'd know that Rick Sanchez is too powerful of a man.
Yeah. Is Jurassic Park made by Warner Brothers? Can we see this in the upcoming Warner Brothers MultiVersus?
I'm going to find out.
Is this a real fight we get to see someday? It is alright. Cool.
Warner Brothers and Tim Burton, Columbia Pictures, and Richard Donner and 20th Century Fox bid for the rights. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Well, maybe not. No, I think it's Universal Studios that
Oh,
exclusively
you're right. It
owns the
definitely
rights.
is Universal, which means you can see it on Peacock, everyone's favorite app.
Yeah, no. But, fun fact, Warner Brothers did bid for the rights.
They
to
wanted
Jurassic
it,
Park.
but they
They
failed.
They lost to Universal Studios.
To be fair, back in like the 90s, Universal was popping.
It was. It really was.
Yeah, Universal had some bangers.
Like Twister.
Why did you choose like not a good movie? They had good movies too. Like they had Jurassic Park. They made The Grinch.
True. The live action Grinch.
Yeah, the good one.
To be clear.
I mean, the animated one's also fine. The first animated one, but I like the Jim Carrey Grinch. It's fun.
It is fun.
It's better than the Benedict Cumberbatch crap.
Yeah, it's fair. I haven't seen it.
I haven't either.
I would assume it might.
But
be.
I'm very opinionated about it without seeing it.
But yeah, no. Rick Sanchez definitely kills a raptor from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
So on to our next fight.
Oh, I just moved that. Let me refix that. Sorry. Oops.
We've got Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Scorpion of Mortal Kombat fame.
Yes.
Oh,
Honestly, I think this one's kind of close. Neither is jumping out like.
Closer side.
Yeah, neither is jumping out. Oh my God, they win like some of these other ones.
I think
like
the main reason Scorpion probably doesn't beat Obi-Wan Kenobi is because of the Force. And like, how do you penetrate that as somebody who doesn't also have the Force?
Are we sure he doesn't? Because the Force is in all of us.
I mean, that's true.
How many midichlorians does Scorpion have in canon?
We have safely seen that Scorpion does not exhibit the Force.
I don't know. That Get Over Here thing's kind of weird magic that could be described as the Force.
He shoots a chain out of his hand and throws it into the chest of his enemy.
Where does he get that chain? The Force.
His wrist? I mean, does he have magic, like, hell magic? Yeah.
But what is hell magic but a non...
Portals. And fire. Mostly fire.
No, I meant... Portals. No, you're missing what I'm saying. What is hell magic but just the dark side of the Force?
Oh. That's valid.
Chris is going to the coin.
Oh, okay.
Which, if you're a first-time viewer, the coin is where we flip a coin to decide who wins.
Coin keeps making these recurring appearances.
I'll be honest, I kind of try to make sure it makes an appearance when it makes sense. I do think Scorpion has a huge chance here, and I think Scorpion deserves to move on. I don't just throw around the coin for fun. It's only for serious matters. If we had a third member of this team, there would never be a need for a coin. But we don't have a third person on this podcast, and probably never will, or at least not anytime soon, if ever. So for now, we have to use a coin.
All right.
Chris,
I suppose.
Heads or tails?
You know, Obi-Wan always has the high ground, so I'm going to go with heads on this one.
It's heads. You've been getting some lucky coins lately. It's always... The coin chooses you, man.
What can I say? The coin knows best.
I choose not to say anything because I respect the sanctity of the coin.
That's right. Coin knows best.
Moving on over to our... gosh darn it, I keep hitting the wrong button, moving that, and you're seeing that I'm using a site for this. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Dash versus Venom. Dash versus Venom.
Dash versus Venom.
Dash versus Venom. This is Dash from The Incredibles versus Venom from Spider-Man, which means this is canonically possible because they are both Disney.
I mean...
It is. They're both owned by Disney. They could...
It is technically canonically possible.
I guess maybe not canonically possible, but it is possible in the realm that they could choose to make this canon at some point. Is more what I meant. Both are owned by the same company. This could happen someday. Will it? Probably not.
No.
Could it? Yes.
No, most certainly.
Well, actually, I'm not going to say it won't. Because here's the thing. We've covered a Nickelodeon, a Warner Brothers, there's Nintendo Smash. Like, at some point, Disney is going to make their Smash Brothers clone. And
we did make a joke about that on our game dev tycoon playthrough.
At some point, we're going to get a Disney Smash Bros. Clone. It's going to happen. They all do it. PlayStation tried to do it first, and they failed miserably. But lately, they've been doing okay. So,
yeah, who knows? Who knows? Anything's possible.
In a world where Crypto.com Arena exists, anything is possible.
Anything that can go wrong will go wrong.
But I don't know if I'd say that's a will go wrong. I think that actually could be fun. I like Disney property.
Crypto.com Arena.
Yeah, that is the arena you play the Disney game in.
That's where the esports competition for the new Disney game.
It's also an unlockable arena in the game.
Yeah.
Alright, Dash versus Venom.
I'm gonna go with Dash.
I was gonna go with Venom because unlike the previous time where we saw Venom go up against a speedster, Dash is just fast.
Faster.
Dash is just fast. He's not faster than the speed of sound and light, like Sonic is. I think Venom at least has a chance. I don't think it's I could be wrong, and if you have a good argument, I could be swayed towards Dash.
Yeah, no, I don't think Dash is. I mean, he's fast, but he's not like Sonic or the Flash fast.
Yeah, he's fast enough to go on. Like, here's the thing, Sonic. I don't think Sonic would be picked up by a camera. Dash was picked up by a camera. Coincidence? I think not.
But was caught going slow enough on the water to almost start falling into it.
Both. You know what? Yes, Venom wins.
Yeah, no, I gotta say Venom does take Dash in this speedster fight.
Yeah, Venom has a history with speedsters too in our world, so he knows what to prep for.
That's right.
No, season 1 canon does not carry over. They do not carry knowledge. They don't even carry knowledge from previous fights. Yeah, they don't even carry knowledge from previous fights. But let's move on over to our East Coast semi-final. It is Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty versus Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars. This is a match that could never happen because they are owned by competing forces. This is not ever going to be canon. I'm sorry for all you people out there who want this. I'm one of you.
And
It's good sci-fi. It's good sci-fi versus Star Wars, guys. Let's be honest.
How dare you? That was a funny joke.
It was.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, Chris, I gotta pause you here. I don't think you understand the humor of Rick and Morty, and that's why you didn't agree with that statement.
Shut up. Shut up.
I just don't think you're smart enough to get it.
Me to say it. I think Rick Sanchez beats Obi-Wan Kenobi in this fight.
Does he? I don't know if I agree. I don't know if I disagree either. I just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think he might, just due to some of like the reality bending nature of like the universe of Rick and Morty and like what Rick deals with on a regular basis.
Portals aren't really a thing in Star Wars somehow. I don't know if Obi-Wan's prepared for that.
Yeah.
Rick just shoots Rick shoots a portal under him. He lets him fall halfway and just takes the portal away. And now he's cut in half by the ground.
And knowing Rick Sanchez,
he
knows about Obi-Wan Kenobi and Star Wars.
Yeah.
And the science, or the science of lightsabers, and probably knows how to like make his lightsaber not repel.
He also gets mad at them for thinking the Force is, magic when he knows the science behind it. He starts preaching midichlorians to him drunkenly as he kills him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rick wins.
Yeah, I hate it, but Rick wins.
I just can't wait. I can't wait
to meme.
I can't wait till we get to the
Rick Sanchez versus Scarlet Witch
versus somehow. Yeah, that's going to be in the semis of the super finals at the end of season 8. But the finals, because of the way the brackets are going to hopefully fall, we get Rick Sanchez versus Sonic in the finals. And the internet explodes. Because Rick Sanchez beats Venom for the same reasons he beat everyone else.
Wild.
For the same reasons Rick Sanchez beat everyone else, he beats Venom.
Yeah.
He's a genius. He knows Venom's weakness. He can tell it's a symbiote connected to his nervous system. All right, loud noises, and he just hits a button on his wrist, and now there's the most annoying loud noise ever. He walks up, shoots him in the head.
High frequency sound is all I need. Okay. Plays it on his little watch.
It's Get Swifty played really loud.
Get Swifty.
Rick Sanchez. I don't. I like Rick and Morty.
Like I think. Meme.
Yeah, it is. I hate the fan base. I love the show. Rick and Morty's great. Rick Sanchez wins.
Yeah, that's fair. Rick Sanchez definitely does beat everyone in this.
Yeah, there's people that have a chance to beat him, but they're not here today.
Oh, I did not show up today.
I can't wait till our next bracket final is Rocky versus Chucky from the Chucky franchise. All available options that you might see later. There's some little teases. Those are all people that could be in this season. They could be in season 7 of this, which will be forever down the line. Right. I think this worked out pretty well. I think this is the format we're going to go with for the time being. Maybe 8 seasons. Who knows?
8 years.
And a movie. Actually, that's not Rick and Morty, though. That's 8 years in a movie. No, it's 6 seasons in a movie? What's the Community joke? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. You don't care. None of you care. We will.
What you might care about, though.
You might care about is our schedule. Because if you watch us, you want to watch more of us, maybe. Or you don't, and that's fine, too. But you want to know... Here's what we're doing. Tuesday, we will be playing It Takes Two. On Thanksgiving, the only content you're getting from us is a movie club commentary. There will be no stream on Thursday. We have families.
Spending it with our family.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to 2 different friends' houses throughout that day. I will be with my family.
It's funny because I know that's not true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no Thanksgiving, but we'll be back on Tuesday. But then we will also be back on Friday. We will still have Minecraft on Friday. I mean, my two co-members of that stream might be dead because they both work retail and it's Black Friday, but we're gonna try.
Oh yeah, that's gonna suck. Oopsies.
Yeah. Oops. See you on Tuesday. Bye.
Yeah. Goodbye.